Okay, welcome everybody to another daily dose of swipe. Today we're breaking down an email from Dr. I don't know what Richard Gerhazer, I don't know. So, anyways, if you're watching this, you're probably a copywriter or a marketer or somebody who has something to do with this field, and you're watching this probably because you want to break down some stuff that's copies that other companies and direct res- anyways like other companies and all your competitors do so that you can extract the principles that they incorporated in their sales messages so that you can synthesize it and insert it in your promos so that you make a hell of a lot more money. And that is what we are all here for at the end of the day, aren't we? So today we're breaking down an email from Natural Health today, and I wanted to this is a joint venture partnership deal type thing, media buying. I don't know what I'll name the video. I don't even know what should I do that. But this is like a media buying strategy. So and I'm gonna try and put it into words that you actually understand. So for the past few days, I don't know, for a week or two, we broke down advertorials, which were like more like information piece, which were not advertorial, by the way. Yes, I've named them advertorial, but they're not actually advertorial. Um, from truthaboutapps.com, which was I don't know or is owned by Mike Jury, and he worked with a $1 billion copywriter. What was his name? Yeah, John Benson. And as I'm sorry, and they printed a lot of money back in those days. And of course, the traffic back then was not exposed to all sorts of claims like it has been these days. And we've been breaking down emails and VSLs from New Logic Nutritionals as well, which is a health newsletter brand or health brand in general. And let's go back to truthaboutapps.com. Now I mentioned that a major source of the traffic is media buying, meaning like you need to know, as I mentioned, that offer and copy are important, yes, but not as important as the who, as in the traffic source. If the traffic does not have good problem, if whatever you're doing is going to the wrong audience, is gonna fuck up the process. And one of the major traffic, there are only four traffic sources in the fucking world. That's one's outreach, DMs, setting and stuff like that. Other is the content inbound. Next is ads, right, running ads, and fourth is partnerships, like joint ventures and stuff like that. So this is like a joint venture group, like joint venture email. Of course, I don't think it was a joint venture and like a legal term or something, but maybe it's just, I don't know, the promo, the guys who are doing the promo, they reached out to this brand and they ran this. Maybe they wrote the copy for the email and they ran this to their list. Now, as I said, whenever I'm, let me go back to again to the truthaboutapps.com. Their ideal customer were, from what I broke, knew from breaking the promotions down, is people above the ages of 55 who have problems with, I don't know what, arthritis, who have general health problems for their age. Such an annoying bird. Yeah, people above the age of 55, what are the general problems? They fear death. Right now they have it retired and they are close to retirement. Of course, they might not have retired yet, but they are close to retirement and they have suffering from all these health problems. They want to lose weight, they are fat, they fear diabetes, they fear Alzheimer's, they fear, they have problems, they have problems with low testosterone, erectile dysfunction. They can perform well in bed, they suffer from constipation. And these are people, and this is the pain points of this audience, right? This traffic, let's say. And what do they want now? They're like Roth IRAs, like their investment accounts, they're ripening up, right? They now have enough money. And a reason, you see, majority of the direct response company appealing to these people are because they are now close to dying, meaning they're gonna spend money haphazardly. And I want to cover, like, hear me out. This video is gonna get a little longer. I don't care about it. When we're gonna come to the copy, but let's let's discuss this portion first. And as I said, yeah, these people are about to die in their late years, and they are afraid. They need to know that the money they've saved up till now is enough for their retirement, is enough to fund their retirement, and let them live a peaceful life from here on out, for the life that they have worked so hard for the past, what, 30, 40 days, oh sorry, years. No, they need to know that they can spend the rest of the years, the rest of their lives, as, you know, in peace. That's what I want to say. I'm not trying to come off as, a negative guy who's out there trying to sell old guys. Majority, like, matter of fact, I don't even want to sell to those old farts. Anyways, but that's where the money is, so I'm not gonna neglect that either. But yeah, they want to make more money. Yes, they want to be healthy. They want to maximize on all areas of their life, which were they were not able to back when they were young, because they were too busy with their lives, and they had a busy lifestyle. And now they do have the money, right? Because come on, like, who earns more than people who have worked in a specific industry for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and they're in the late 50s and 60s? Like, these are the people who have the most money, right? They have the most money saved up, and these are the guys. That's why, like, huge brands like Agora, like Boardroom, that's why they and supplements as well, they are, that's why they all of them are, like, all of them finish their promotions to old people, or people over the ages of 55 or something like that, or just people of, in generally speaking. And what I mentioned, also mentioned, that was truthaboutapps.com had probably partnered up with other financial promotions who send promos, a financial new finance, like, newsletter, like financial brands or something like that, right? Those who do research on stocks and shit. Maybe they have a collective list of people above the ages of 55, and they're going to sell this list. Or truthaboutapps.com, or Mike Jerry, let's say, the face of the brand, is going to reach out to this brand, who's this financial newsletter brand, which has a collective list of people above the ages of 55, which are the ideal customer for this brand, for Mike Jerry. And both of them are in different industries, right? He is in health, he's in, or they are in wealth. But they have the same traffic. So, but they just have complementary services. If they're focusing on health and wealth go together, right? If you have good health, you're gonna make more money. If you have good money, like, if you have good money, then you can invest in your health. So they are in complementary niches, or let's just say they provide complementary services to their same traffic. So one's gonna ask help for the other, and one's gonna ask the other to rub their shoulders, right? And they're gonna send this brand, Mike Jerry is gonna send health promos to the financial brand, and the financial brand is gonna sell health, like, the financial promos to the health brands. And of course, who writes the copy, it depends, like, who, of course, like, the brand which does the promotion on the other one writes the copy for the promotion as well. But you can see, right, this is like a health promo, and they're like obvious about it. Look, like, we sponsor content, like, this is sponsorships, generally speaking, not even like joint ventures. Thank god there was a name, like, they don't have to do a joint venture deal, of course not, but if you're like, um straightforward about it, people would, people would, respect it. They're your traffic source, and you want, because these brands, they have huge newsletters, like, probably over 100K people who have subscribed to the newsletters. And if you just start spamming promos without telling them that you're spamming promos, it's gonna affect the brand somehow, in some, like, some way, shape, or form. and that is probably the other brand, which like the Altitude Confidential, let's say, they might send some health promos as well, but I don't think Altitude like Confidential does that. But I hope you get the example. That is a financial brand, by the way. All in all, I hope all this made sense. You partner up with people who provide complementary services to a common ideal prospects, ideal customers, so that both of you profit of it. Think of it like a sponsorship deals and media buying in general. Anyways, that's the environment of the whole thing. By the way, when I break down stuff, I talk about the environment. Now that you know the bigger idea, who is seeing this and why they're seeing this, the only job of the copy is to not fuck up as the bridge between the product slash offer and the audience and the ideal prospect. Like copy is the bridge between offer and, you guessed it right, traffic. The Trump's secret Manhattan Project. Relevant, right? Relevant enough to be intriguing. Now, what I mean by that is that Trump's now the president, like officially the president of America. He's gonna make America great again. I don't know how he's gonna do that, but let's not go dive into politics. I don't want this channel to be about that discussion or shit like that. Anyways, yeah, Trump is doing like different shit, right? He's I don't know what like he swept up majority of the immigrants, right? Illegal immigrants, and he is doing stuff. Let's say I don't know. I don't dive too much into politics myself anyway, so I don't know much about it. But it's relevant, right? The topic is relevant. Trump's doing blah blah blah. You're gonna read it because Trump's actually doing blah blah blah, and Trump is on the move. So anything related to that is gonna intrigue people to read the thing because they just want to keep up with the world. That's why like news channel exists to this day. People like to keep up with the novel information. They like to be on the fence. They like the not the on the fence. That was a poor choice of word. But they want to know about it. They want to know what's going on. They want to know that the leader is. Want to know what the leader is up to. They like the drama. Let's say. And this is relevant enough to be intriguing. I hope that makes sense. And secret, whenever you use the word secret, now people want to know what the secret is. Given that, given that Trump's been doing stuff on and off, like he's doing stuff without mentioning them, and people, the general public's gonna get the news like late, right? Like after like the action's been done, like a day or two has passed by, and only then will they know about it due to the frequency of the medium, like media, the, the information that the media had. Hope that makes sense. The discrepancy between the when the information gets like when the action actually happens and the time it takes for the time it takes to for an average reader to know about it, let's say. And whenever like what that element has to do with this context is that, oh, this guy did without like telling me. Like the people are egoistic. They think like they should be mention of all this information. They should be mentioned about all this information, which is like, why are they entitled to, right? Yeah, I have to keep up with what Trump's doing because he is the guy I voted for, or he is the guy I knew who wouldn't do this. So he's a bad guy. Either like they're intrigued to see what their leader is doing, or either they want to find out the problem with the current leader. It's just like they're gonna find something positive or you're gonna find something negative. Either way, you polarize the traffic enough to get them to you know s- suck into this, like fall into this loophole of like his own funnel. This is like Trump's own funnel. We're not even talking about this brand. This brand goes out of context for now. We're just talking about Trump in general. He's like he Trump is the leverage here, and the Manhattan Project is just the mechanism, and the secret is a driving factor for them to open. I hope you understand the bigger sense of the bigger scheme of things rather than the words on the page. Okay, one more. What did I want to say? Okay, context for daily readers, because they might have been promised to send health promos, and all of a sudden you see what a money making promotions from a doctor. Doesn't make sense, does it? But yeah, context for the daily readers so that it does not. Yeah, people are still gonna unsubscribe, but it's the let's say the likelihood of that happening is very low, so that it does not affect the brand. And they are gonna make like probably it's a commission deal, meaning like they're gonna make 30% or 40% of the sales, and the other one's gonna acquire customer. Okay, this is a customer acquisition channel or something like that. They're gonna acquire customer even though they are paying like heavy commission fees on the actual sale. It's like a front end promo. Think of it as a front end offer. Okay, anyways, I was commenting something. Context for the daily reader so that it does not affect the brand image. This is like a yeah, the customer acquisition campaign. It could probably be a customer acquisition campaign. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna get them to read the promo, and they're gonna find the other brand appealing. Maybe they're gonna buy the $27 product, and yeah, they're not gonna make much money off the $27 product. Slash, probably it's a newsletter. We're gonna find out, and when we get to the next page, and let's say like they do $1 million in sales. Like majority of it's gonna be kept by them as well. They can maybe it's a 50-50 deal. Who knows? Maybe they're gonna make 500 grand off of it, but they only make 500 grand, but they acquired like $1 million worth of customers who to whom they can sell back end promotions and make another million or dollars or two, which is actual profit, which is what like this is what front end and back end stuff shit looks like if you don't know about it. Okay, his first 100 days. See how like relevant it is. It's from to launch. That's why like the promotions you like the breakdown like the promo breakdowns or sales letter breakdowns you find on the internet by other creators, like let's say Kyle Milligan, he's the only one who has done his part of breakdown. That's why when you see like read these newsletter, you see like they're so boring and shit like that. Like how could you come up with something like that, and how does this sell, right? Because they're just trying to appeal to the one like a specific a niche person, a niche audience. And whenever you try to appeal to a niche audience, it's going to polarize the other audience. They're not going to be interested. They're going to actually hate it, probably, if you polarize it that far deep. And the one of the biggest promos out there, the End of America promo, which was, I don't know, like it brought $700 million in sales or something like that. I don't know if it was $700 million or not. Anyways, but what the context about that was, Stansberry Research was the brand, or let's say the I don't know what is named, like a research farm, something like that. They did research something like that, and the whole context was, around like based around the upcoming crash, right? The market crash of 2008, or probably I don't know if it was after the Great Depression. I forgot about that. So, anyways, So you see, like it was based around another Great Depression coming over, and it's gonna they're gonna use the past depressions as the proof on how, like, they're gonna say that like this happened back in the history, and histories are, cyclical, and and it's gonna repeat again. So yeah, so buy my product and I'll tell you when to buy this specific stock so you can make exponential gains on your investment, or something like that. So see how relevant it is. If they did not, like, it was sent out when the Great Depression was like had, like, I don't know what, and officially over, or it was before the Great Depression. So see, you see, like, the environment of the big idea matters. The environment of and the context of your whole thing matters more. And that is what this is. His first 100 days. It's very relevant. Trump to launch new Manhattan project that would make early investors a fortune. Okay. Addresses the what's in it for me, right? Addresses what's in it for the reader. Trump to launch. So there's kind of a juxtaposition here. Like, how could, like, Trump launching a new Manhattan project lead me as an investor to make a fortune? So there's that juxtaposition element. It's not completely a juxtaposition, but you get the sense, right? It's relevant. It addresses what's in it for the reader. Yes, you could make a fortune, and it has a juxtaposition element to intrigue them. That intrigues them to read further. Trying to launch new Manhattan project that could make early investors a fortune. So whenever I break down promos from these guys, it's hardly that they've sent a value email or a value thing. They're generally directing the traffic to a VSL, meaning they're constantly trying to sell, which is what it actually do, which is one of the greatest thing that you could do, because people want to take action on free stuff. They just generally don't do. But if they invest their time and resources in like time in consuming their content and invest some money, they are more likely to consume, and sorry, they're more likely to act, like, implement them, because as I said, they've spent money on this shit. And whenever they this invested, right, whenever you're invested, you're more likely to like, take actions. So we're like 23 minutes in, and we just talked about the environment, but that is the most important thing, which is what I want to mention. Dear reader, I don't know, like, this brand or brands like this, which has like a huge newsletter base, they don't generally use the first name personalization, because I don't know why. Maybe the people could, like, maybe they just don't ask for it. Maybe they just ask for the email for, like, maybe a 10% discount or something like that. But that is what generally e-com brands do. Anyways, let's not ponder about that. As you know, the Manhattan Project in Los Alamos was a historic initiative that helped the US defeat. So you see, as I said, a historical context. Heuristics, I don't know, like, heuristics, is it called heuristics? Because Heuristics, because Mark Pessery, who is another billion-dollar copywriter, leverages, like, heuristics, but I don't know if what that means. But anyways, historical context, like the I just mentioned about the end of America sales letter breakdown, right? The sales letter, as I said, like, it also had an historical context to it. A Great Depression happened, recently happened in 2008. Another Great Depression happened, I don't know, back in the 19 something. So you see, there's like this gap. There's this, like, 10-hour gap, which is gonna happen, or 2 hour, or 3 hour, like, sorry, a 2 year or a 3 year. Like, this is happening in a cyclical nature, and the next is definitely gonna happen this, but this time it's gonna happen this, and this. So if you want to get, like, stay tuned and know how you could invest a dollar and get 27 back, stay maybe like sign up to my newsletter where you're gonna get all sorts of bonuses and you're gonna get this kick-ass guarantee as well. So this is how it generally turns out to be. And yeah, historical context. The Manhattan Project in Los Alamos was a historic initiative that helped the US defeat Hitler and make America the world's undisputed superpower for generations to come. Appeal to the ego of the Americans. They're gonna say, oh yeah, like because the initiative Trump's taken is to make America great again, and this Manhattan Project helped defeat US. You have defeat Hitler and make America one of the greatest thing. And people are gonna have a sense of pride to take action when they're reading this because they think like they're doing it for a greater cause rather than doing it for their selfish desires. Makes sense? But what you may not really you realize is okay, what's the catch? It was equally amazing for investors. So this is the um, this is the logic, and this is the emotion. They want to make more profit because they just love money. They have the greed emotion. That is the emotion, but they don't want. But whenever somebody says that, like, why are you investing $10,000 into this shit ass stock, or I don't know what meme coin or something like that, in this stock or in this blue chip stock option? They're gonna tell them, oh, because our Manhattan Project in Los Alamos was a historic initiative that blah blah blah, and if I invest in it, maybe something good will happen. I'm investing into my country, I'm investing into the future, and I'm investing into my economy. I'm doing it for a greater good. But all in all, we know deep down that it's this. In fact, a small handful of tech stocks that helped Roosevelt and Oppenheimer, okay, launched the Manhattan Project, soared for 2 straight decades, handling investors that windfalls of 5,000% to 10,000%. Okay, so one is proof. So what they are, so leveraging proof and benefits. Objection. So here's this red. Claim, proof, and benefit. It follows a similar pattern always. The body always follows a similar pattern of claim, proof, and object. Claim, proof, and benefit. Claim, proof, benefit. Claim, proof, benefit. Claim, proof, benefit. Promise, proof. Promise, proof, punch. Yes. Leveraging proof and benefits. So Oppenheimer sold for 2 straight decades, handing investors windfalls of and major benefits. It was so lucrative, a mere $1,000 into this could have turned into okay. What you see in this financial promos is like huge amounts of dimensionalization. They're gonna say that they're gonna tell that this could have you could have made a lot of profits, meaning like you could have made like 5,000% on your investment, meaning a mere $1,000 could have turned into 570 grand. A stake of the okay, you're just saying right. The more you put in, you're trying to price anchor as well. Subtle price anchors. Whenever you see like big numbers, millions, would you care enough? Like, would your $47 for the newsletter matter? It won't, right? So why am I telling this to you now? Okay, because selling the because you need to sell the because. Because as you're about to see here, history does not repeat, but it oftentimes rhymes. As I said, history is the one of the greatest modes of MOATS modes of I'm sorry, financial promos is history, like the cyclical nature of the history. As I said, like yeah, the same thing, the historical context. leveraging the like history repeat the whole history repeats itself analogy, right? And on January 20, a whole new Manhattan Project began. Trump's Manhattan Project. Folks, I just spent 6 months investigating this, and what I found is shocking. What could be there? They're gonna build more intrigue. Context of the whole thing, reframing what the Trump's new Manhattan Project will be his first order of business during his first 100 days in office. It will be a full-blown, balls to the walls, do whatever it takes effort by United States to control the most powerful technology ever conceived. Again, appealing to the reader's ego because he wants to see America become great again. It will radically alter human history in a way we've never seen before. So you see, like something big is coming. This is what the financial guys, like financial companies leverage. And just like the original Manhattan Project, early investors will have a chance to become rich beyond their wildest dreams. Reframing the benefit. You're gonna get Trump's doing this, and you're gonna make, and because Trump this did, and this happened in cyclical nature, you're gonna make a lot of money too, but only if you're smart enough to act. And if you're smart enough to act, you're gonna make fortune, probably generational wealth. I believe a whole new generation of millionaires will be minted by April 30. Okay, building up the FOMO. You see, I always talk about the natural urgency and scarcity of financial promos in my health breakdowns. So this is one of them. Like, it's gonna make a lot of millionaires. It's gonna pint a lot of millionaires. I'm sorry, mint a lot of mint a lot of millionaires. Are you gonna be one of them? Like, you need to act now. I don't know. You could potentially get 10, 5, 10, 5. They did not even mention that this is gonna get them another 5,000 to 10,000%. Yeah, this is the one of the like major, like the most important thing. They did not even mention that you're gonna make 5,000 to 10,000%. They did not say that in no way, shape, or form. It's just that what happened in the past. What happened in the past was um, what happened in the past was actually you get the sense, right? You get the gist of it. All of it happened in the past, so it might happen again. And that's the whole context of things. They did not promote. The reader himself concludes that this is gonna happen. So this is concluding copy. I always say that concluding copy is one of the best forms of copy out there. And you should capitalize on it. I myself have not been able to. I always forget, like, all this thing. I break down all these principles in front of you, but I forget when I get down to writing my own copies as well. So, which is, yeah, but I'm trying to ingrain that into my, make it make all of the principles I learn my base instinct, so that I become a good marketer in general. You could be one of them. Yes, you could be one of them. You build up the FOMO, right? You could miss out, boy. Click here and I'll show you exactly how to position your money so you can claim your fair share of wealth that will flow from Trump's big move, CTA. One of the biggest promos out there was, Trump did this, so like Trump did this, so why you make money? I forgot about it. Anyways, Ian King, chief strategy. Okay, Strategic Fortunes is the brand. In a way, I'm gonna unsubscribe to them. So let's see. So this is the VSL. Trump's Executive Order 001. So it does not matter because you put them into put them in a frame strong enough that they would watch the thing. So you see like how there's nothing else in the video. There's nothing else. There's no CDA. People think that this is just another value. This is just another value based what, like a valuable video or content, piece of content. We're 35 minutes in. Okay, it's almost over. We're not gonna play the videos because I don't know. Let's break down the headline first. So Trump's executive order 001. So as I said, there's no like huge. They did not put like huge amount of emphasis on the headline, even though they're just trying to build up on what they had, mentioned in the email itself. Trump's order. No, like you don't have to be fishy with your headline when like you just have to nail the campaign on a grand scheme of things, like in the bigger picture. Trump's executive order 001. What is that? Like people might be intrigued, right? A secret document reveals shocking new move just made by the 47th president. $113 billion expected to get funneled into a handful of little known tech firms any day now. I could be one of them. Like, even if I get a percentage of it, I could still be a millionaire. So this also acts as a price anchoring stuff. Now we might, I don't know, we might. So when you watch, let's say like when you like get to the offer section, a buy button is just gonna pop up. We could wait for it, but and there's no timer, so you have to watch the entire thing. It's not that hard. You're trying to like do all sorts of shit. Like you direct people to a website. They're gonna click on different stuff. It's just hard. Like look at this. They just had a big idea that is Trump's secret Manhattan project and how you could make more money. They just asked them to do one thing. They just talked about one thing. They just asked them to click one button. You see Riowa, one reader, one. What was the I for? One idea, yeah. One reader, one idea, one action, one offer. One offer, one action, right?
Biden broke it. Trump's going to fix it, starting with what I call Executive Order 001. It's his #1 move during his first 100 days. And I believe it's going to funnel $113 billion into a handful of little-known tech companies you'll hear about today. This move, which I expect to be complete.
It's just like an information piece. It's just like they're watching a news or something like that. It's not a VSL at all.
By the end of his first 100 days, will fully cement America's position as the most dominant nation on earth and the envy of the world. Now, please don't mistake my message. I'm not a
Okay, so whenever you show your face on the camera, people just trust you more because if it's like a VSL with I don't know whatever like background or something like that, and you don't show your face at all, people might think like, oh, this is just a scammy video out there. I'm not gonna invest into something where a guy does not even show his face.
Politician. Instead, I'm a nationally recognized investing expert.
So what he did is so here's the headline. So the lead of the video is officially over. You know when a lead is over if you like start hearing about if the face of the brand, if you start getting information about the face of the brand. So in this case, this guy is now trying to position himself as the authority. Okay, so whenever you just promise something and you just back it up by proof, which is him coming up to the camera and showing up. He promised that Trump is doing this and this, so you're gonna, and how it's getting funneled into a handful of little known tech firms and how you could profit off of it. So you just made a claim and you gave a context and you're now backing it by proof.
And let me be clear, while I care deeply about the future of our great nation.
Yes, look at this. Look at this. Like, I care deeply about the future of our great nation.
My real mission is more like an investing bloodhound, to follow the scent of how Trump's policies will benefit specific companies that you can invest in today before the mainstream.
So yeah, addressing what's in it for the reader. And I'm not gonna break this down word for word. I'm gonna maybe like watch it. Maybe I should like get a software to transcript this, and maybe we should break it down word for word. But I can sit here and watch the entire thing for you. Like if you want, like we should do this tomorrow. Maybe yeah. Maybe I watch the entire thing in front of you and talk about it. Yeah, maybe I should do a VSL breakdown tomorrow because we haven't done a single VSL breakdown till now. Anyways, yeah, that's it for today's video. So this was the actual how the email looked like. Let's do a oh shit, it does not work like that, does it? Anyways, I was just trying to find like see how it's gonna look like in a mobile version. It looks like it does not happen in PC. Maybe I just have to look it up from my mobile. Anyways, that's it for the videos, guys. Videos. Anyways, video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And we're gonna meet again in tomorrow's video, which is gonna be where we're gonna break down the VSL. I don't know if it recorded the audio, so I might have to check that as well. And maybe yeah, we're gonna break down the VSL tomorrow. And anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. DDOS number 39, probably. Here we come.